So here we are, up close and personal. You can see all of my business up in here. I wanted to film this video when I had the pimples so that I can show you how I cover my pimples. I'm not the best at it, but this is what I do that works for me. So I have my mirror here, if you're wondering what this white thing is. It's my mirror. I'm gonna show you what I do to have a flawless quote-unquote face. Start tayo sa skincare. When dealing with breakouts, I feel like I have to put more skincare than usual. So I'm gonna start out with a mist. The Human Nature Rosedew mist. My dear friend gave this to me. Thank you, Ate Grace. Really like this. I love mists because they just absorb into your skin and it feels really nice when you're misting it on your face. It's just refreshing. So I'm gonna let that sink in before I put the next skincare product. Now I'm gonna use the Fresh Skinlab Tomato Glass Skin Booster Serum. I only take one. Ooh, I don't know if you saw that, but that's just one pump. And again, let it sink into your skin. Ooh. Next step is the base itself. So I usually go with a concealer first to pinpoint the pimples where I can see them. So I have this one and this one that's really evident. I have a few scars right here. You're really gonna see how I cover them up. So the concealer that I'm using is the Loreal Infallible Full Wear concealer in the shade 08 Vanilla. So I'm gonna go ahead and just so where I see the pimples are, that's where I'm gonna apply them, and also right here in the inner part of my eye and the outer, because I do have some darkness here that I want to that I want to address. This looks crazy. With concealer, if it's a really red pimple, I do like to let it dry a bit, because when it's more dry than liquid, the coverage intensifies. So I'm gonna wait a bit for the very red ones, but for the rest, I'm gonna be blending in. This brush is the body itself came off the stick part, but it is an angled, really small brush, and it's packed, it's dense, it has a lot of hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that. And why I do this so that I don't use a lot of foundation afterwards. Sometimes I don't use foundation at all. Pushing in the product compared to just swiping it will actually make it stay in place, rather than if I swipe it, it will lose the coverage and it will go to a different place. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. With concealer, I highly recommend that you get your perfect shade. This is a tad bit light, but the next shade after this is a bit too dark. And I bought it online, so it's hard to know. As you can see, I left this one and this one for last. I'm gonna go ahead and start patting this around the pimple first. Yes, I'm patting it around the pimple so that I don't really disturb it, you know? You can still see the bump, but the thing with pimples is you can correct the color, you can hide it, but you can't correct texture. So if it's bulging or if it's a scar and it's flaking off, you won't be able to hide that because it is texture. So doing the same thing with this one, but because it's a flatter pimple, I can just go head on and pat it like so. Ta-da! Kind of faked it, I guess. So now that I have the concealer on, I'm gonna go ahead and use my foundation. This is the Stagenius foundation in Almond 03. Oops. Got this from Shopee. This, I only need like a bit. That's how full coverage this is for me. Go ahead and just spread it out. I have veins here, so I want to cover the veins. You don't have to. It really depends on how much coverage you like to use. But since I'm going for a natural look, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a very thin layer on. Like so. You can see the darkness also around my eye has gone away. So I don't have really bad under eyes, like eye bags. But yeah, I don't really like to cover that much. And then I'm just going in with a sponge. I don't usually do this, but because nasa labas na siya, it's already out, so I'm just gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? So as you can see, I'm gonna do a close-up. Right there. The shadow of my mirror is kind of in the way. I can also turn down the light, show you what it looks like. So I don't really have a lot of acne scars here or acne right here, thankfully. When I first bleached, I had a lot of baby acne around my hairline. Now I'm going to powder because we have to set this. We have to set what we just worked so hard to do. If you worked hard for it, I know I did. The Dr. Senstitive All Day No Sebum Blur Powder. This one is really good. It keeps my oil in place. Tap the butt and you get the powder. And I'm just going to do a light dusting under my eye. And for the parts with the pimple that I want to cover, I'm gonna go ahead and really press in to the skin. So really pressing it right here. And right here. Gently pressing so that I don't move any of the product that I put. So just really putting it where I put the stuff. Where I put the concealer. Sometimes for extra measure, I would just take the small concealer brush that I used, the flat one, take the powder and really press it in, and then really pressure it. Stretching my skin like that allows me to kind of get the surface around it, really locking it into place. And that's for powder. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. So brushing my hairs. I wanted to do the very trendy soap brows. Like I have it ready. Like I have it ready right here. The Paris transparent soap, and I saw Bailey Sarian using this, and she is my favorite YouTuber right now, so I had to get it. And I haven't mastered it, so I won't show you anything that I haven't mastered because I don't really know how to use it yet. So I'm just starting with my tail, shaping it. My voice, the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit in the shade Ash, and I'm mixing these two brown shades together. More of the middle shade than the darker brown shade. I love eyebrows. It's one of my favorite things, or actually it is my favorite thing to do on a client. Just love brows. Alright, brows done. Pi break. Pi break because if I use the electric fan, it's gonna be so loud, and also the aircon is a bit loud, so I'm just gonna have a Pi break. Okay, usually on a no makeup look, I don't put any eyeshadow at all. Just gonna curl my lashes. I put some mascara on after curling my lashes. So now I'm gonna put on blush and use my Colorette shade Maddie and shade Coco. I love the movie Coco. Just wanted to share. I love the movie Coco because it really just gets to the heart. Okay, I went overboard. Gets to the heart. Made me cry. So many times. Every time I watched it, I cried. So I'm gonna show you because this looks intense, but maybe it's still intense, you know, even with the lights now. I do like a lot of blush, so just 1 dot each of Coco. Queen Amidala look. If unblended. Ooh! That is some blush. Okay. I'm gonna tone it down. Foundation brush. This is how you tone down your cheek product, your blush. Just use the foundation brush and dab. Crisis averted. You know? Using the Wet n Wild Megaglo Hello Halo liquid highlighter, and this is the shade, it's so witty, Halo Goodbye. Suck it. Okay, so it has a doe foot applicator. I'm just gonna put it directly. We'll put a lot on the other one. This blends really well even on top of powder, so I'm not too fussy with it. If I already put powder, don't have to think about it a lot. So you can bronze or contour at this point, but I don't really do that for a no makeup look. So now it's all about the lips. So now I'm gonna highlight the Glacier Cosmetics Clear Collection glosses. This pink one is called Berry Pink, Space Blue, Sagittarius. And they're really just clear. The tint is just ever so faint. As you can see, the pink, it's just a shine. Space Blue. So as you can see, they're just clear. These retail for 190 pesos each. Buy them on Shopee. I will be listing it down below. And that's Sagittarius. To prove that they don't have that blue tint, I'm going to put it on my bare lips. I just wiped off any excess foundation and now I'm just putting it on. This is 7 milliliters of product. Not sticky at all. Perfect for my short hair so that I don't have to worry about it getting onto my lips, sticking on my lips. But I'll turn the light down again. So I just put a lip underneath. I used the Sassy Lady Lasting Matte No Drying Liquid Lipstick in the shade 17, and I used the Colorette Lip and Cheek Tint in the shade Coco. And I put, where is she? Oh, there. I put Sagittarius on top, and this is the look. It reminds me of like a dark cherry, and I do really love it. I mean, how pretty are these glosses? So if you want to try it out, you can go to their Shopee link or their Instagram store, and you can use my code for a discount, and that is Sushi and Sprinkles. I'm gonna leave it here so that you can see it and you can just type that and get a discount. So I hope you would try it out. It's really a nice consistency. I love it so much. It's so moisturizing and really lightweight. So if you're into glosses, check these out. Looking in the mirror, I don't see anything except for this texture right here. I know you can see that, but You can't really cover texture, it's only color. I just want to encourage you, if you're at a place where you don't love your skin and you don't feel pretty, pimples will come, but they will also go. That's something that I've learned. I still get insecure when I do have pimples. Makeup helps me to be confident about it, but I totally understand, and this insecurity will also pass. It will come and it will go, and you just have to choose to be happy in the skin that you're in. And please remember that you are beautiful. Maganda ka. Okay? No mo yepo. Malago ka. So I just want to remind you that you are beautiful, and what is inside really counts. So if you are happy, if you are content with yourself, it will also show on your face. Also, drink lots of water. That makes a big difference. Drinking your water, doing some kind of skincare, washing your face, moisturizing, like those are the two basic ones, or toning in the middle of that. Cleansing, toning, and moisturizing, that's all you need to know. And if you really want to work on your skin, I suggest that you just research on it. Feed your mind also with what you can do, eating healthy, exercising, stuff like that, and it will be okay. Everything will be okay. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it has cleared your mind or given you new insights on how to cover your pimples. Maybe not properly, but like the way that I do it, faking it. I didn't know that I didn't have my lights on for the duration of the video, but here we are. Shanana. Remember, your pimples don't define you. That's something I have to remind myself too. If you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. I'm gonna leave all my links down below, and also of course Glacier Cosmetics down below. I'll also list all the products that I used, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!